What happens when the perfect family life collides with the past you hoped was buried? The Family Plan 2, released in 2025 and directed by Simon Selin Jones, steps into that exact collision with a fresh mix of action and comedy. This sequel aims to balance the high-stakes thrills of an assassin's world with the messy, heartfelt dynamics of family life. With a cast led by Mark Wahlberg and Michelle Monaghan, and a script by David Kogeshal, the film stakes its claim in the crowded action-comedy landscape by leaning into the tension between old identities and new roles. Today, we're breaking down how The Family Plan 2 uses direction, performance, and writing to explore the impossible balancing act between past and present, and whether it manages to keep those gears turning smoothly. At its core, The Family Plan 2 follows Dan, a former assassin who's trying to put his violent past behind him and focus on being a dad during the holidays. But when his daughter's unexpected plans drag the whole family to London, they find themselves targeted by an unforeseen enemy. This premise places the film squarely in the action comedy genre, blending physical set pieces with family-driven humor and emotional stakes. Released to theaters in 2005, it continues the franchise's exploration of double lives and the chaos that ensues when those worlds collide. In today's landscape where action films often skew darker or hyper-stylized, this film's comedy-infused approach offers a lighter, more relatable take on the secret agent trope. Simon Selin Jones' direction here brings a grounded, character-focused sensibility to the action. Known for his work on restrained but effective thrillers, Jones tends to emphasize clarity in storytelling and avoids overly flashy camera work. The Family Plan 2 leverages this by using clean compositions that keep the family dynamics front and center, even amid action scenes. The color palette seems to favor naturalistic tones punctuated by festive hues, reinforcing the holiday setting without lapsing into cliché. Camera movement is purposeful, handheld during tense moments to inject urgency, smoother and quieter family scenes to allow the performances to breathe. Editing rhythm balances quick cuts in fight sequences with slower pacing during emotional beats, letting tension ebb and flow organically. The action choreography, while not the film's sole focus, appears designed to complement the comedic tone. Instead of relentless intensity, the sequences likely mix physicality with situational humor, playing off Dan's discomfort as he juggles his lethal skills and fatherly responsibilities. This aligns with the genre's expectations: action that entertains without overwhelming, and tension that's relieved by character-driven levity. Jones' control over tone ensures the film doesn't tip into tonal whiplash, a common pitfall in action comedies. By maintaining a consistent thread linking past violence with present vulnerability. The cast anchors The Family Plan 2's emotional core. Mark Wahlberg, returning as Dan, brings his trademark blend of toughness and everyman charm. His ability to embody both a hardened ex-assassin and a flustered dad is key to selling the film's central tension. Michelle Monaghan, as his partner, offers a grounded performance that likely balances warmth with sharp wit, providing a strong emotional counterpoint. Kit Harington and the younger cast members, including Zoe Colletti and Van Crosby, round out the family ensemble, adding youthful energy and complexity to the dynamics. The presence of seasoned actors like Sides Babette Knudsen and Sanjeev Bhaskar hints at layered supporting roles, possibly as allies or antagonists, enriching the narrative texture. Early responses suggest the ensemble chemistry is a highlight, with interactions feeling natural and relatable despite the heightened stakes. This chemistry is crucial in an action comedy, where the family's bond drives both humor and pathos. The cast's varied backgrounds and established screen personas seem to create a believable family dynamic, mitigating the risk of the film leaning too heavily on action set pieces at the expense of character development. Overall, the performances appear calibrated to balance sincerity and fun, supporting the film's thematic heart. Writing-wise, The Family Plan too seems to explore themes of identity and the struggle between personal history and family responsibility. The screenplay by David Coggeshall likely uses the holiday setting as a backdrop for these tensions, creating a pressure cooker where buried secrets and conflicting desires come to light. Structurally, the film probably follows a familiar trajectory for sequels in this genre, reintroducing the protagonist's past, escalating external threats, and resolving internal conflicts through teamwork and self-discovery. While the plot may not reinvent the wheel, the thematic focus on double life tension and the challenges of blending action with family life gives it a distinctive emotional core. The writing also seems to lean into the comedic potential of an assassin trying to navigate parenting and holiday traditions, which offers fertile ground for humor that's both situational and character-driven. This balance between action and comedy, supported by a tight narrative structure, helps the film maintain momentum without sacrificing depth. The screenplay's success hinges on its ability to keep stakes high while allowing moments of levity and warmth to resonate, a tricky balance that the writing team appears to aim for with care. Comparing The Family Plan to other franchise entries, it continues the formula of mixing espionage thrills with family dynamics, but shifts the focus more explicitly onto the children's perspectives and internal family conflict. This marks a subtle evolution from the first film's emphasis on the protagonist's isolated struggle. In the broader landscape, it shares DNA with films like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith series, or the more recent action comedies that blend domesticity and danger, such as The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. Unlike some genre peers that prioritize spectacle or convoluted plotting, The Family Plan 2 appears to privilege character and relationship stakes alongside its action, appealing to audiences seeking both excitement and emotional grounding. For fans expecting intricate heist mechanics or high-concept twists, this film might feel more straightforward. Instead, it leans on the warmth and humor of family interactions, using action as a catalyst rather than the sole focus. This approach situates the film in a niche that values the interplay of identity and belonging within the framework of genre conventions. The franchise's commitment to blending these elements offers a more accessible and emotionally resonant experience, even if it doesn't break new ground in action choreography or narrative complexity. So who is The Family Plan 2 for? If you enjoy action comedies with a heart, where thrills are tempered by genuine family moments, this film should deliver. Fans of Mark Wahlberg's blend of toughness and vulnerability, or viewers who appreciate holiday-themed movies that subvert traditional sentimentality with sharp humor and stakes, will likely find it rewarding. However, those seeking a pure action spectacle or a tightly plotted spy thriller might find the balance leans too heavily on familial drama and comedy beats. The film's strengths lie in its performances and tone management, while its potential weaknesses could stem from a predictable plot or uneven pacing typical of genre hybrids. Overall, The Family Plan 2 offers a solid addition to the action comedy space, effective in combining the tension of a secret past with the chaotic realities of family holidays. Its direction, cast, and writing come together to create a film that's both entertaining and emotionally engaging without overreaching. For viewers in the mood for a movie that's as much about the messiness of family as it is about gunfights and chases, is worth a look. It doesn't reinvent the genre, but it confidently delivers on what it sets out to do. In the end, The Family Plan 2 reminds us that no matter how far you run from your past, family has a way of pulling you back in, sometimes with bullets flying. If you're intrigued by stories where identity and loyalty collide amidst action and laughs, this film deserves a spot on your watch list. Thanks for joining me on Cut to Reel. If you enjoyed this breakdown, stick around for more sharp takes on the movies that matter. Thanks for watching Cut to Reel. I'll see you next time for another look beneath the surface of cinema's best.